Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. We're going to start today's class in standing on our mats, making sure those feet are hip distance apart, tailbone is tucked down, and we've got that nice connection with the core, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. I want you to just relax your hands down by your side to begin with, and I want you just to take some gentle shoulder shrugs, lifting those shoulders up and back, just releasing any tension that's in those shoulders. Focusing on the breath, breathing it in through the nose and exhaling it through the mouth. And then gently take them back through into that opposite direction. And then just hold the shoulders there. Bend those elbows, palms are facing up. We're going to come into our dumb waiter. We're going to exhale as we take those hands out, being mindful not to lift that chest. Inhale as we come back. So we're just working through the shoulders and we're just working with whatever range we've got available. Exhale as we open. Inhale back. Good. Whilst thinking about keeping that connection through the feet, tailbone stays down towards our bum, and we're feeling nice and strong through that core. 2 more. Good. Then relax the hands by the side. We're going to take a big upper body roll. So as we inhale, we're going to reach that left shoulder up to our ear. And as it relaxes down, reach the left hand down the side of the body. Reach the right hand across. Come all the way down to the toes. Inhale as you roll it up. Right side. Inhale, lift that shoulder up. Then let that hand just naturally glide down the outside of the leg as you reach across with that left hand. Reach it to center. Inhale as you come back up. Keeping the back of the neck nice and relaxed. And just allowing that bottom, that lower back to feel nice and relaxed as well. Last one. And then roll it up. Good. Should feel a bit more nice and relaxed now. And we're going to come into foot series. So I want you to take a nice breath in, popping your hands onto your hips and focus on a point in front to keep that balance. We're going to exhale as we slowly roll up onto them toes, keeping the body nice and long and in line with the head. And then exhale as we lower. Exhale, roll up onto them toes. Feel nice and strong in the legs as you inhale. Exhale as you lower back down. And again. And lower. So just taking your balance, making sure you're driving down into the big toe, keeping your focus in front, and keeping the body nice and in line so it's nice and balanced. We've got 2 more. Last one. Good. From there, we're going to walk the feet a little bit further out, just taking them a little bit wider than hip distance. And we're going to come into squats. So we want to remember for our squat, we keep that tailbone tucked down. We stay nice and strong through the front, keeping the rest of the body nice and relaxed. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, send those hips back, reach the hands in front. Imagine you're sitting down. Inhale as you come back up, pushing through those feet. Exhale, strong core. Inhale as you come back up. And again. Good. And I want you to keep that chest nice and proud. So again, looking up in front, feeling nice and strong as you work through that squat. Think about sitting down onto a chair, coming out of that chair. And again, with the hands, as we reach the hands in front, keep the shoulders relaxed. Don't force them shoulders forward. Just keeping them down into that back pocket as you work through. 3 more. Good. Feel it working through the hips, the knees and the ankles. Last one. Good. From there, we're going to come into a lunge. Pop the left leg in front, take that right leg behind, take a big step behind and come up onto the right toes. From here, I want you to make sure that that upper body is reaching tall out of the pelvis. We don't want to lean. We want to stay strong, tailbone down, nice strong connection through that core. And from here, we take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to bend through that left knee, ground through the left foot as we inhale and come back up. And again, down and up. This time, if you wish, take the hands, reach them in front. Keep those toes nice and relaxed, don't scrunch them up. Use the whole of the foot. We've got 2 more. Good. Last one. Step that right leg through. Give those legs a shake. Give them a rub if you need to. So we're going to step the left leg back now. And we're going to bend through that right knee. So focus on your positioning. So making sure we've got that fishing wire lifting us right out of that pelvis. Tailbone is down, nice and strong through the front. Breathe it in. And as we exhale, come down through that right knee. Inhale as we come back up. Don't let the knee snap back. Controlling as we come back up, creating this functional movement. Reach with the hands. Remember to keep those toes nice and relaxed. 3 more. Push through the feet as we come back up. 2 more. Good. Last one. And step it through. Shake those legs off. Rub those legs if you need to. We're going to come to the end of the mats. And we're going to take some nice roll downs now. Just really stretching out through the back of the body. So popping your hands in front. Keeping them nice and relaxed. Pop the chin to the chest. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, roll the chin to the chest. Roll through that upper body. Into the mid-back. Into that lower back. Soft bend in the knees as you roll it down. And just let the head and the arms just relax. Ground through the feet as you roll it back up. Good. And again, nice breath in. Exhale, just soften and let the body relax. Soft bend to the knees. Inhale as you come back up. Good. Last one. And we're going to roll it all the way to the mat. Walking your hands out in front. And we're coming down onto all fours. So you're going to make sure your hands, we're going to come into a leg pulling prone. So we want the hands just a little bit further out in front than shoulder distance, whereas normally we'd have them underneath. We want them just a little bit further out in front. I want you to curl your toes underneath and check that those knees are hip distance apart and the neck is in line with the hip. We lift up through that tummy, tailbones down. Back of the neck is nice and long. And as we exhale, we gently push into the hands and we just lift an inch off the floor. Inhale and hold. Exhale as we lower. So as you lift, you want to make sure that weight isn't being shifted forward. You're literally going up in a straight line. Inhale to hold. And lower on your exhale. And again, really find that connection with the center here. Four more. Stay nice and strong, really starting to feel those shoulders work. Last one. And hold it there. Reach back into a child's pose. So knees as wide as your mat. We're reaching the hands out in front. So we're looking to try and keep those elbows extended so we can stretch down through them shoulders, the front of the shoulders, resting the forehead down onto the mat. So I can really feel this now through the back of my shoulders and into the hips. Take a couple of deep breaths here. From here now, bring yourself up. Come down onto your sides. And you're going to take your head cushion and you're going to pop it between your arm and your ear. So your bottom arm needs to go long or wherever feels comfortable for you. And you're going to come down into a sideline position. So we're going to come into clams at level 1 to begin with. So first of all, we want to check those feet are in line with the bum. And I want you to lift out of those hips. So rather than feeling all the ribs underneath sinking in, I want you to push that top hip so you lift off. Roll the hips slightly forward. Connect through that core. And we're going to exhale as we open up that top shell. Inhale to lower. And again, exhale as we open. And with this exercise, it's not looking to see how high we can lift that knee. It's about that control. We don't want this hip to roll back as we open up that knee. This hip stays rolling forward. So it's just about the control and working deep into those glutes. Good. Keep going. Remember all the time, keep checking in. Keep making sure that that center is nice and connected and we're lifting out of those hips. Two more here. And remember, if this is your level and this is all you feel comfortable with, stay here. We're going to move up into level 2. So we're going to lift those feet up now, knees heavy into the mat. Nothing changes in this upper body. We exhale as we open. Inhale to lower. And when you start to feel that burn kick in, use the breath. Stay controlled. We don't rush it. Three more. Last one. Allow those feet to come down. Rub that hip if you need to. So we're going to be staying here for a couple of more sideline exercises. So keeping the bottom knee bent, I want you to extend that top leg. And I want this top leg to be in line with your hip for good control. So we don't need it in front or too far back. Nice and in line with that hip. And from here, we're going to come into a lift and lower. So again, I want you to feel that you've got that gap under the ribs rather than sinking down into the ribs. So the body's nice and long and strong. We breathe it in. We exhale as we lift that leg up. Flex the toes as we inhale and lower. And we control the movement through both lifting and lowering that leg, keeping it in line with the hip. As you lift, we shouldn't feel it here. We want to feel it all in that hip. So again, it's not about how high you can lift that leg, it's about the control of the movement. All the time, checking that precision, checking that control of the movement, making sure that you're not compensating anywhere else in the body. We've got one more. Point those toes as we exhale and lift. Inhale to lower, rub that hip. Good. We extend that top leg again. We point the toes, but this time we start with that leg at hip height as we come into a side kick. So we point the toes, upper body stays still. We work through that hip. We flex the foot as we come back along the same line. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. Working into this side kick position. Last one. And lower. Rub that hip. Good. We're going to come into a lift and lower now again at level 2. So we want to extend both of our legs here now in this position. And in this side lying position, we still keep the legs in line with the hip and we keep both feet on top of each other. Pointing the toes away. We take a breath in. We exhale, squeeze and lift the legs up. Inhale and lower. And if you need to, you can rest your fingertips down in front, but don't put your body weight all into that position. And again, connect and lift as you exhale. Inhale and lower. Two more. Last one. And hold it there. Rub that hip. Good. Come down onto your backs now for me. So taking that head cushion, popping it underneath the back of the head, making sure that there is nothing obstructing around that neck. So we're going to be into our rest position here. So making sure those feet, we're keeping them hip distance apart, shoulders are nice and open, and we've got that pelvis in neutral, ribs are connected and down. We're going to come into a one leg stretch at level 2. So we take a breath in, and as we exhale, bring that right heel in towards the bum, roll it up into single tabletop as you take a breath in. Exhale as we point the toes away. So we're not looking to point the toes up, we want to point the toes away so we get hip in as well. Inhale as you bring it back, exhale and lower. Opposite leg. Exhale as we reach. Inhale back. And lower. Keep going. Good. We've got 4 more. Two more. And hold it there. Good. Coming up into the upper body, we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, bring the hands above the shoulders, palms are facing in. We exhale for that overhead reach, keeping the connection down through the front of the body. Inhale as the hands come back up. Exhale and reach. Inhale. Keep those hands shoulder distance as you reach them back. And all the time, hear the ribs, the core. You feel it deep into that mat. Reach the hands wide now. So as you reach the hands back, bring them round for a big capital D. Inhale back up. So really control through them shoulders. Keep reaching with the fingertips. Last one. Bring in the hands above the shoulders. We're going to come into toe soldier. We exhale, reach left hand down as we reach right hand back. Inhale back up. Exhale, opposite side. And again, thinking about that coordination, thinking about that precision, trying to keep those elbows long, reaching with those fingertips. We've got 2 more. And then exhale as we bring the hands all the way back down. Good. Roll onto your side, bring yourself up and take yourself to the opposite end of your mat. And we're going to come down into that sideline position again. So popping that bottom arm nice and long, popping the cushion between your ear and your arm. So in this sideline position, we want to make sure that those feet are in line with the bum and the back, and that tailbone is tucked under, and that the hips are long, and slightly roll that hip forward, that top hip forward. So from here now, we're going to breathe it in, and as we exhale, we slowly open up that shell. Inhale and lower. And again, remember, it's not about how far we can lift that knee up, but about the control through the glute, keeping that hip rolled forward. Exhale as we open up. Inhale to lower. And also check in. How does this side feel compared to the other? Does it feel harder? Does it feel easier? How does it feel? But get that awareness with your own body. 3 more here. Last one, and then we're going to come up into level 2. Or you stay here if this is enough for you. So knees heavy into the mat, lift those feet up. Again, we exhale as we open. Inhale as we come back down. Exhale. Good. Taking your time. If it starts to get a bit tough and a bit challenging, use the breath, but really control that movement. We don't rush. We want to make change, so we take our time and control that movement. We've got 3 more. And relax. Rub that hip if you need to. Well done. So keeping that bottom knee bent, we're going to extend that top leg. And remember, we want to keep it in line with those hips, with the hip. And we want that connection through the front of the body as we send those hips nice and long. So we're going to take our breath in for our lift and lower. As we exhale, we point the toes and lift. Flex the foot as we inhale and lower. And again, mindful that we're not lifting too high where we lose control and that we're not using the upper body to try and shift us. Start to feel that really working into those hips. 2 more. Last one. And lower, rub that hip. Good, I felt that one. So this top leg now, we're going to take it in and we're going to lift it up to hip height, keeping the toes pointed as we come into side kick. So remember, you can have your hands in front, but please don't put all your body weight into it. So exhale as we point the toes, draw that line in front, flex the heel as we bring that foot back. Strong through that core, try and not let that upper body move. Inhale as you bring it back. And again. Really starting to feel that hip work. Good, we've got 2 more. Last one. And lower. Ooh, well done. Rub that hip again. So both legs are going to go nice and long now as we come into a lift and lower at level 2. So if you need to on this side, make sure your hands are here if you need that little bit of extra support. But really try to work the core. Really use the core to help you lift. So we squeeze the leg together, point the toes, and as we exhale, we squeeze and lift. Inhale and lower. And even if you only come a little bit off the floor, that is perfectly fine. It's about building those layers, building those muscles, building that level. Good. Two more. Last one. Good, and hold it there. Roll onto your backs. And then just relax the hands by the side. Walk the feet slowly in towards the bum. We're going to come up into a shoulder bridge just to finish off. So I want you to make sure those knees and feet are hip distance apart. Turn the hands up if you feel like you push your hands down into the mat. Keeping that peach underneath the chin. We're going to exhale as we send that tailbone up towards the ceiling and we curl up through the spine. We come as high as we can. Inhale and hold. Exhale as we curl it all the way down. And again. Two more. Last one. Good work. Take a minute. Let your legs go nice and long and just relax. You've worked hard there. And just take whatever you need in that position just to breathe and just to stay nice and relaxed and feel the difference in your body from when you started at the beginning to now.